Warning: the following program is intended for mature audiences only. It may contain explicit language, adult talk, and actions not suitable for younger listeners. Viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the No Game Plan podcast again, episode number 14.
Cruising right along here.
It is now winter.
First snowfall today.
First snowfall today.
I got my Western New York.
Representing Cortland, baby. We miss Cortland.
Yep.
Got Cortica this weekend. Probably not going to be going. We thought we were going to go, but
we'll see. Yeah.
I'm not making any money right now, so probably a no-go. We'll see, though.
Drinking some nice Coors Banquets tonight.
We always got our drink going.
Yep.
Drink responsibly. Monday Night Football. It's a horrible game.
Yep.
3-0. The Eagles are beating the Packers right now. So, yeah, but we got our beers. Now. We got episode 14. Mm-hmm. It's week 10 of the NFL now.
Just about to wrap up here in 21 and a half minutes. So, yeah.
Bet's not looking good at all either, so that's great.
Yeah, it's been it's been 5 weeks since the last time we filmed, so another quarter of the way through the season-ish. But yeah, been busy. Got some things going on, but I'll do another. I think we'll just recap like our own teams, maybe touch on some of the stories going on in the NFL, but we'll mainly focus on what's going on with our teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going too well right now for either of us, I would say.
Yeah, it's not going good. It's not going good.
No. It's painful. It's really just disappointing football. But
I'll get the party started, I guess.
Go ahead,
buddy. I found myself last night just ranting to him, texting to him, just about our, the Steelers just struggling. And I don't know, man. It's like yesterday, Sunday Night Football, prime time, LA Chargers, coming in after a big win against the Colts. You think we're going to play a solid game. Defense turned it around. And you know what? We just continue to suck on primetime football. It's just always happens. I don't know why that happens. If it's too much pressure, like what's happening, we seem to fold and not know what we're doing. And this time it was the offense. The offense was horrible. This game was on Aaron Rodgers. It really was, and I'm sure he knows that.
What?
Drop that shit, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah,
need passing
I
think
it was either your guys' first or second drive that he missed that touchdown to DK. It just got worse from there.
Horrible throw. Like, it should have been an easy touchdown. Had him open. He overthrew him. He had a lot of overthrows, a lot of just bad passes, a really bad interception. Like, the second one wasn't his fault because it went off of Calvin Austin III's hands, but it's like this just goes back to having another receiver. Like, we trade George Pickens away for what? For what? Like, what are we thinking? My God.
Packers just went for it on 4th and 9. Didn't get it.
This game's so bad. Yeah, anyways.
Oh, you gotta come down with that.
And sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, ladies and gentlemen.
talking about the
It goes
Steelers,
back to
trading
having
GP.
2 receivers, and
At least
we
you have one
tore-
receiver.
We trade away George Pickens for what? Like really? Like I get the behavioral issues, whatever. Like put that aside, dude. Like
He's
who
balling this year
cares?
too.
He's having a good year, of course, on a different team, and we could have had him and DK, and that would have been a really good duo. You know, we would have had a number 2 receiver or 1B or whatever you want to call it. And it's like defenses see that we don't have a lot of receiving threats, and they just double team DK, and he can't get open. He has nothing to do with the game.
At least
It's
you
like
guys have a wide receiver one.
He's averaging 30 yards a game basically in the last few games because they're just double teaming him, taking away our big threat, and then we have nowhere else to go with the ball because no one's stepping up. 1 and 2, we didn't go get a receiver in the fucking free agency or the NFL trade deadline.
Trade deadline, yeah. You guys tried to get Jacoby Myers too, right?
Yeah, we
Just
offered
like
him
the
a 4th and a
Jaguars.
6th, just like the Jaguars did, and he chose to go with the Jaguars. So it's
Or
like
the
I get
Raiders-
it, it's
the
our
Raiders
ownership.
chose.
Like Omar Khan's trying. You know, he did a 4th and a 6th round, like exactly what they did, and he got to choose, and he chose the Jags. Like, all right, whatever. He wants to go to the Jaguars. All right, but like
Could
at
they
some
at
point
least
you could have amped it up. Maybe do.
try for Waddle, give them the first round they wanted. First
I don't know.
rounder.
I wouldn't even give up a 1st round. We need a 1st round
No.
pick this year. But like, fuck it, dude. Do a 3rd and a 6th. Like, I think we have multiple of them. Like, come on, make a move. Like, we traded away GP, and then it's like we're in the same situation again.
Sounds
And
a
it's
lot like
just
Brandon
so
Bean
much
as well.
complacency.
Yep.
You start off good in the year, 4-2, whatever. We were, a couple videos ago, we were just talking about our teams. He was
Doing
4-1,
well,
we
yeah.
were 4-1 or 4-2 or whatever it was, and back to square one now. It's like, 5-4 with the Ravens on our heels, and we're playing scared football when we should be playing complimentary football.
Especially after beating the Colts.
When we beat the Colts, and it's like just bad, man. It's bad football. Like, I'll commend the defense last night. I feel like we got stops when we needed it, and it's just the offense just didn't step up when it needed to. And it just comes down to that. It's just bad football. And, I mean, this game was on Rodgers, plain and simply. And Tomlin and the offense coordinator, Arthur Smith, need to be better as well. We got a lot of football left, but it's like the Ravens are creeping up. They're getting healthy. They're playing good. It's like, here we go. Like,
Joe Burrow just came back to practice for the Bengals. Which
Joe Burrow came back to practice. It's like, dude, it's like we had all these opportunities to win. Packers Sunday night, Chargers Sunday night. It's like, come on, we got to win these games. If we want to be in the playoffs and win a playoff game for the first time in a decade, it's like we need to win these big games and put ourselves in a good position to have, a good seed. But find ourselves, at 5-4, playing the Bengals next Sunday, and we'll see what happens from there. I don't know. I'm just disappointed. The Bengals, the Bears, and then I think the Bills week 13. Then we play the Ravens after that. So it's not good football. It's not. And it starts up top, this game was on Aaron Rodgers, but we got to be better coaching staff. And, we really should have got someone at the trade deadline. We need another weapon, and that's what it comes down to. And, yeah, that's my rant. So,
Well, my rant's pretty similar with the Buffalo Bills this week. A week removed from beating the Chiefs like they always do in the regular season. So we were 6-2. We had that loss to who the fuck did we lose to? Oh, we lost to Patriots, which I'll get into that as well a little bit later. But yesterday we lost to the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins that fired their GM a week ago and essentially gave up on the season. That's the team that we lost to. And I think it's not even crazy to say this. I'm not the only Bills fan saying this, that it's time for Brandon Bean, it's time for Sean McDermott, it's time for all the coaches to get up on out of here. Because, before the season, Brandon Bean's talking about on all these different radio shows when they're asking him, like, oh, why didn't you get another receiver? Why didn't you try to get a number one receiver? And constantly just kept saying, oh, I'm good with the receivers we got. We have number one receivers. We got good weapons. And, yesterday it was pretty clear, and throughout the whole season it's been pretty clear that the Bills don't have any receiving threats. Like you mentioned with the Steelers, at least they have a wide receiver one because we don't have anything. We got Shakir, who is a wide receiver two on any other NFL team. Like Keon Coleman, just I I don't even know what his issue is. They don't scheme up good
They don't
plays
throw
for
the
him,
ball to him enough. That's the
or
biggest
he
issue.
can't get separation. Like there's just a lot of issues with that receiver room. And then Brandon Bean goes on and talks to media like Sunday morning or Saturday night saying, "Oh yeah, I offered a first round pick for Jalen Waddle," which made people think, oh, it was next year's pick. I can't believe they didn't take that. Meanwhile, it was like a first round pick 2 years in the future. And it's just like, if you want to win with Josh Allen, you have to put good talent around. Speaking of Josh Allen, he's in a commercial right now. Maybe you should practice more than doing commercials. Anyways, I just don't know. I think it's time, or that's far past time, that Sean McDermott has a job. Because I really think he should have been gone after the 13 seconds playoff game. Because I'm not even really going to get into that. But, after all this complaining from fans and the media after yesterday's game getting blown out by the 2-7 Miami Dolphins, guess what Brandon Mead goes and does? He signs McCole Hardman to the practice squad. Thanks a lot. You didn't do anything at the trade deadline. You don't draft anyone on offense in the past year's draft. And I just don't even know. And, not to mention everyone and their mother on this team is hurt. Like, Kincaid got hurt yesterday. I think he's week to week. The defense is banged up, of course. And I don't know. It's just not good football. And I do think they should blow it up. They do have a good record still. They're 6-3, but Patriots are running away with the division. They just smacked the Bucks, who the Bills play this week. So I just don't know. I don't think the coaching staff or the management is good enough to win a Super Bowl ever.
Yeah.
Because, obviously they got Josh Allen, but give him some help. Like, Kincaid is our best receiving threat. After that, it's probably James Cook. We don't have a single good receiver. Shakir's good, but all we do is throw him screens or stupid, motion screen plays that get us -2 yards of play, and we can't even get 2-point conversions on them because we run it 10 times a game. Joe Brady's he's so predictable.
Yeah.
And McDermott already went and said they're not going to bring in Brian Daboll, who just got fired by the Giants.
Breaking news, basically, today, Brian Dable, head coach of the New York Giants, just got fired, so that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, bring him in as the passing game coordinator at least, because Josh had his best year when Daboll was there. So I don't get why you don't at least bring him back to try and get the passing game going, because every defense just knows how to plan for the Bills now. It's the James Cook show when we have the MVP from last season, and he's being completely locked up by defenses this year because they just don't have weapons. So, yeah, I don't know. beyond past at this front office and the coaching staff because it's just not good enough. Defense, against the Chiefs, they looked really good. Yesterday, they did their best, having to be on the field like the whole game because the offense went 3-and-out almost every drive. So, yeah, I don't know. That's my rant for now. I'll probably think of something, but
Yeah, it's not good,
it's just
man.
bad football.
Yeah. Both our teams are just struggling. It's tough. It's just makes us wonder, why aren't we being more aggressive on the trade deadline? Because now you can't trade for anybody, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
that
let's
is the
pick
trade
up
deadline.
McCole
No
Hardman.
trades
Whoop-de-doo.
process. No trades process now.
Yep.
So it's like, well, there you go. That was your chance. Now we're just gonna stick with the players we have. It's like, yeah, we got some good players on the Steelers, but it's like,
Yeah.
we got to be better. Like, it's ridiculous.
With the Bills, being especially, he just can't draft. He's whoop-de-doo. You drafted Josh Allen. You drafted James Cook. You drafted Christian Benford in the 6th round. You drafted good players, but you also don't know how to draft offensive talent. You could have had way better players in past drafts. Instead of Kyrie Elam, you could have had, I don't even know. You could have had way better players. You could, I don't know. I saw earlier today, Lad McConkey went the pick immediately after Keon Coleman. Brandon Bean just needs to go. He's a terrible drafter. And after the trade deadline, he was like, oh, all these GMs think it's, fantasy football. Well, all these GMs like Howie Roseman are actually successful. So maybe you should make a trade.
Yeah, try, man.
Because your picks aren't doing well anyway. You might as well trade them away. There's no point.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just
a lot of ups and downs,
very
and
frustrating
we're not liking it. That's why we're here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why
we're here
we're
to rant to y'all about our struggling teams and talk about them, and hopefully they do better. But it's just, as of right now, if nothing changes with the Steelers, we're going to end up maybe making the playoffs and losing in the first round again. And at that
That's the
point,
same thing with the
Tomlin should be
Bills, too.
gone. And I think it's trade him for a first-round pick. Honestly, do it. Because teams would do that. And it's like, go get your franchise quarterback next draft. Hopefully. It's like, do something, man. We just got to be better, especially on offense.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I don't know. And it's the same thing with Brandon Bean, because I've tried to have a positive outlook on the people he's drafted, but you look at some of the picks he's made, and it's just what were you even thinking? And then you see all these all pros that were drafted after. I don't even know. The Bills drafted Kyrie Elam, who's one of the worst corners in the NFL, in the first round, when they could have drafted their franchise center in Creed Humphrey, who the Chiefs took 3 picks later. So it's just it's time to give up on this experiment at some point. But Terry Pagula is the owner, so he's just not willing to give up on anything except for the Sabres apparently. So I just don't even think anything's going to change unless they miss the playoffs somehow. So at this point, I kind of hope they do, because things got to change. You have Josh Allen, who's a generational talent at quarterback, and you're just wasting his career. So let's figure it out.
on the other hand, this game still sucks. It's 3-0. Eagles are winning, and there's 14 minutes left in the fourth.
Yeah.
And our bets are sucking. So, yeah, it's a great start to the week, boys and girls. But we got our Coors Banquet.
Wide.
Drink responsibly.
But in other NFL news this week, the trade deadline was interesting. It's kind of boring. There were a couple big
biggest
moves,
trade.
but
I mean, Sauce Gardner to the Colts was crazy.
2 first-round picks.
Two first-round picks is insane. I mean, he's a good corner. You know, they really want to win now, so that's why they did it.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the Bills could do something like that. What a catch. But, you know, they're sacrificing their next 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner. Like, why can't other win now teams go and do that? Like the Bills. Like, just give up the first-round pick for Jalen Waddle that they're asking for. Or they could have gotten Quinnen Williams from the Jets before the Cowboys got him. But
Yeah, Quinnen Williams to the Cowboys was kind of crazy. Now the Jets have all these first-round picks.
Yep.
So definitely going to try to trade for a quarterback or draft a quarterback or do something.
they're bad enough that they'll probably draft a quarterback.
But that's enough of the rants for the teams. Any other trades that were really crazy or not really?
I mean, we're watching Jalen Phillips play right now for the Eagles. Got traded from the Dolphins to Philly. He's made a couple plays in this game, but otherwise, you know, I really can't think of much besides those.
Yeah, those were like the bigger ones, I'd say.
What was it? Oh, like I mentioned before, I was going to talk about the Patriots. They're back to owning the AFC East, I think so. Drake May, I've probably talked about it before. I really wish he wasn't on the Patriots. He's a great football player, great leader for that team. And they got Mike Vrabel, too, so they're just destined to keep winning forever. So it would have been nice if the Bills could have brought him on board, but
What's up, dude?
it's up.
Yeah, but what you were saying with the Pats, they're looking really good. They got Vrabel. They don't even really have a number one receiver either, and they're just Drake May's playing well. Their offense is just clicking, and defense is really underrated as well. They're playing good, and no one really saw this coming, I don't think. I mean, we knew they were going to eventually be pretty good, but not, beating up teams like
The
beating
Bucks,
the
the
Bills,
Bills.
the Bucks, like, they're they're the first in the AFC East. Like,
Yep.
that's
They
something.
finally are giving their second-round pick the ball. Travion Henderson had a huge game this week. And the Packers are punting again.
It's just so bad.
Safety. Bro, he recovered in the end zone. That's a safety, right?
Oh, it's just like the Steelers again.
That's a safety. Oh, they're placing it right out. That's garbage. They're trying to figure this out, but
Yeah, it might be a safety. Might be at like the half-yard line.
I don't know, Jim.
I don't know. This is a close one.
Did he get his feet up? Yep. No, he didn't. That is not a touchback. Oh, my God. Eagles getting bailed out again. Their offense is so mid, too.
Oh, this game, dude.
But let's move on to some of these NFC teams that are looking real good.
Dude, NFC is
Stacked this
ridiculous. Let's start with the Rams.
These two
dude.
teams that are playing are pretty mid, but
The
a little
Rams
overrated, but
are ridiculous, dude.
Matthew
Matt Stafford's
Stafford
playing his
should
best
win MVP.
football, dude.
MVP. Him or Drake May are winning,
Best
or
football
JT,
he's ever, I think, played in his career. Like right now,
Yeah.
he's playing so good.
Lights out.
Defense is playing really well. They got all the weapons in the world. They got Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. They got Kyron Williams. They use 11, 12, 13 personnel. They've been rotating personnels, so it's hard for defenses to rotate players on. They're working at fast paces. It's working really well. And yeah, they're looking really good. Definitely Super Bowl contenders, 100%. Going to be a tough team to beat if you got to play the Rams. Anything to add to that?
Well, I think you covered it pretty well. The one thing that makes me mad about them as a Puka Nacua fantasy owner is the 1 yard touchdown passes to Devontae Adams once or twice a week.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty annoying.
they're balling. So, and I love Matt Stafford. I love Puka. So glad to see the two of them balling, especially Stafford after all those years wasted in Detroit. Let's move on to another team in the NFC West. Let's talk about the Seahawks.
Dude, oh my God.
Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba are electric to watch. They got a great running back duo in Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, even though Charbonnet hawks a bunch of touchdowns.
Good for
Not
my fantasy team.
terrible for mine, but he's throwing to a bunch of people. It's not just the JSN show, which it has been in some games, but he's throwing to like nobodies. Cooper Kupp's kind of been irrelevant this year, honestly. But
Yeah.
guys like AJ Barner are having big years.
And they just got Rashid Shaheed.
Exactly.
It's like adding another weapon to the offense. Defense is really good. That defensive front's really good. They got good corners. They got Witherspoon. They got Tariq Woolen. They got some good, solid cornerbacks.
They got some good players up front as well.
Yeah, they're playing really good, complimentary football right now. Really good team. I'm happy for Sam Darnold. You said, JSN is having a really good year, playing really well. So,
people were worried about Sam Darnold going from Kevin O'Connell, who's apparently the quarterback guru now, and he goes to Mike McDonald, who's more of a defensive head coach and has the same success going. So it's good to see him balling.
good. It shows that he's learning stuff as a quarterback, developing. Obviously he went from Vikings head coach that's basically a quarterback whisperer, along with Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan and those offenses and stuff. But going through that system, having the really good weapons he had, really helped him progress his game, and he's showing it in Seattle right now. He just signed a contract and
$100 million.
So yeah, he's playing some good ball right now. He's playing really well.
Oh, you mentioned Kyle Shanahan. I do want to give a shout out to Mac Jones, who's balling this year as well. Despite missing a bunch of guys on offense, they missed George Kittle for 5 or 6 games, and they've been missing Ayuk all year. Pearsall's been in and out. Jawan Jennings has been in and out of the lineup, and Mac Jones has just found a way. I think they're 6-4 now. They just lost to the Rams, but Mac Jones has looked really good, honestly, and I'm glad to see him get a shot. After New England kind of gave up on him.
That was a big play. Holy shit.
But yeah, NFC West is a powerhouse besides the Cardinals, but
Yeah, NFC West is probably the best division in football right now.
North is doing pretty good too.
Yeah.
I guess.
Bears are all right. I think they're
Caleb Williams is figuring it out, I think.
Lions are good, as always. They're just so solid.
Mm-hmm. Dame Campbell was calling plays this week too, and it looked like they finally started to figure it out on offense. Smitty. It's good for fantasy.
So good for fantasy and our bet, but I don't think it
doesn't
matters.
matter. Devonta Smith, 36-yard receiving touchdown. Wide.
It might get our yards.
Vikings look
He's
okay. They just
7 yards
lost.
away.
They just lost to the Ravens this week, but I think they still got time. JJ McCarthy's only played like 4 games in his NFL career, so he's still got a long ways to go.
It's a good ball. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a good ball. Good coverage too. Just better catch. What was I talking about? I don't know.
I don't know. Sorry, I was interrupting a little bit.
But
Like we were saying, NFC West is a really good division. NFC teams are just really good teams.
The
Obviously,
Bucks,
Philly,
the Panthers
defending
too.
champs. A little iffy sometimes, but they're always solid. Bucks are solid. Like they just lost to the Pats, but they're solid. They got a good offense. They're also have a lot of injuries, but Baker Mayfield's playing well, and a lot of good NFC teams.
Panthers too are looking good. Rico Dowdle and Tet are balling this year. Bryce Young looks like he could be the guy for them. So defense is good. J.C. Horn's a dog. Jackson Dart's a dog. And they fired Brian Dable, so maybe he'll start going crazy.
He's so good, dude.
Yeah. I've bet on him.
Steelers could have got him too. Yep. We literally could have fucking got him. That's what I was hoping for. Yep. Nope, let's take a defensive lineman. That's like we don't need a backup defensive lineman right now. Like he rotates in, but it's like whatever. Not gonna get into that. That's a story for another day, Jim.
Yeah, very, very competitive NFL season, I would say. There's some really bad teams, but at least they make it interesting. Like the Bengals are 3-6, put up 50 points a game. At least Joe Flacco's making it interesting. So I don't know. I've been hearing some people talk about Joe Burrow in trade talks, actually, considering how well 41-year-old Joe Flacco's doing in that offense. So I don't know. Could be a weird offseason. Could see Joe Burrow on the move, but I highly doubt it. They got a lot of money invested in him, but it's a very interesting storyline, I would say.
Crazy. I want to talk about some of the fantasy players this week. Points.
Wide. JT.
I think Jonathan Taylor had the most this week.
Easily.
On my fantasy team. Absolute dog. Should be in the MVP runners right now. He's having a crazy good year. And it's really good for my fantasy team. He had 52.6 points. He had 244 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Dog.
I mean, you might as well bet on 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns for him.
2.
It's basically a lock at this point. Any of you bettors out there, I would take it. It's pretty much a lock.
TreVeyon Henderson. I mentioned had a great week. 2 tutties.
Had 33 points. Really good week. Devon Achane had 43.5.
Torched the Bills.
174 yards with 2 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs did really good for my fantasy team as well. 142 142 yards and 3 total touchdowns. I think he caught one.
Yeah, he had like 40 receiving yards. He might have had more than that.
Ridiculous. And they had Dan Campbell, like we said earlier,
calling
the offense now. But yeah,
TreVeyon scored
Henderson,
too.
like I said.
Beautiful.
I'm trying to see who else. No, anyone else had like a huge week.
Davis Mills kind of went crazy.
Yeah.
Jaguars were up by
happened?
4 scores in the fourth quarter and found a way to blow it. So that was a fun game to watch on Sunday Ticket. Backup quarterback Davis Mills just dotting up the Jags. Trevor Lawrence sucks.
Yeah. Texans came back. That's just a shit division. Besides the
Yeah.
Colts,
Yeah.
which the Steelers beat. And it's like we can beat those teams and then lose to the Chargers,
Yeah.
which we definitely should have beat.
Bills beat the Chiefs and the Ravens, but we lose to the Dolphins. Oh.
Yeah, it's just a weird year of football, honestly. A lot of weird things happening.
Yeah, like the Packers, they're supposed to be this elite team. They lose to the Browns, the Panthers, and tie with the Cowboys. It's very strange year for sure.
Very weird. NFC's definitely taken over, though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of really good teams. So, I don't know, man. It's
Don't count out the Chiefs, though, because the Chiefs will be the Chiefs, because somehow they'll sneak into the playoffs, even though they're not in the playoffs right now. And
Yep.
the
I
Broncos
think the Broncos are frauds a little bit.
Yeah,
Bo
their
Nix
offense sucks.
isn't playing
It's
very
so
good.
mid.
Defense is easily top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Really good defense. Up front, corners, all over the field. Just
Nick Benito's balling again.
linebackers, just really good players on defense. Bo Nix just, I don't know. He's very fraudulent 8-2 team. I would
Yeah.
say it's not. I don't know. Chiefs are in that division too, so it's
Chargers got
Chargers
another
as
win.
well. It's another good division. But we'll see how that shapes out. That's all I have.
Yeah, I really don't have much.
This is kind of a shorter episode. Sorry, y'all.
Could do our award winner picks if you can think of them.
Maybe they're in my notes. What, for this year?
Yeah, just for this year, off the top of your head, who's gonna
Oh,
win?
okay.
What awards? I'll start because I brought it up because I got a few ideas. My MVP, it's between Drake May and Matt Stafford. I'm gonna go Stafford. He's got more total touchdowns, I believe, and before the season, people
It's like
didn't even
25 passing touchdowns, dude.
Before the season, people were
and there's
questioning.
still so much to go.
People
much
were
football to be
questioning
played.
if he was even going to play because of his back injury that he had in the, preseason training camp. In that time, people thought he was going to have to retire, but he came out 37 years old and he's absolutely balling this year.
Playing his best football, by the way.
Had a nice no-luck touchdown pass Sunday. I'm surprised Tom Brady didn't bring up Patrick Mahomes, but good on him for that because Stafford's been doing it for 15 years. 15 years. Yeah, I'm going to go with Stafford for my MVP.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's tough to argue against. I mean, if they were to pick a position other than quarterback, I would say Jonathan Taylor. That would be, my pick, Jonathan Taylor. But I would also have to say Matt Stafford just because he's playing his best football and he's 37 years old. He's in his 15th year in the league. And he still looks like he's in his 5th year. It's ridiculous. Things could change, but yeah, right now I'll have to agree with you with Matt Stafford. I mean, if they don't pick a quarterback, I would have to say Jonathan Taylor because he's having an unreal year. He has the most touchdowns out of the running backs, the most yards, I think. It's not even close. Gibbs is probably the closest. But yeah, he's having an unreal year. But yeah, I would have to go with Stafford for MVP as of right now.
PI. Come on. Yep. Offensive player of the year is easy. It's Jonathan Taylor. He's probably close to averaging 2 touchdowns a game, 150 yards a game probably.
It's Madden stats.
Yeah. It's
ridiculous.
Not even close who offensive player of the year is. You already mentioned it, how well he's doing this year. So, yeah, it's JT.
Yeah, I don't even have to say it, Jim. I mean, we just talked about him. Unreal year. No one thought the Colts were going to be good. We thought Daniel Jones was just going to struggle. It was just no one expected this. This is a very unexpected situation to happen. Like the Colts playing well, no one thought they'd be at the top of the division. Like a lot of different things. So
A defensive player of the year, I, phew, I'm gonna go with Nick Benito. We're gonna go back-to-back Broncos players to win defensive player of the year. Pat Surtain's been hurt a little bit this year, and Nick Benito's just getting pressures, getting sacks, making plays. Every single week, you see his name pop up.
and
Very,
touchdown.
very underrated player. If it wasn't him, I'd say Aiden
Can you cash
Hutchinson.
out? Check your cash out.
Maybe. I can't. We're recording.
Oh,
It's all
shit.
right. But, yeah, if I didn't say Benito, I'd say Aiden Hutchinson is having a pretty solid year as well. I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but two guys that are just balling on the defensive side of the ball.
This still could hit,
Yeah.
but probably not. That's not looking great. Defensive player of the year, huh? I don't know, man. You said Nick Benito.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who to pick. Like I don't.
Yeah, I didn't even really think of that one beforehand. I just knew I was going to say Stafford and JT.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with that too. I mean, I'm not really sure. I haven't really put much thought into it yet. I mean, we're still early in the
Week
season.
10.
But I'll just go with Nick Benito since he said it. It's still early. I haven't really seen anybody like stepping up and like really standing out defensively, really. But yeah, we can move on.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, Emeka Egbuka. Has to be.
Easy.
He's like a top 10 wide receiver already in the league. He's been banged up already, too, and he's still balling. So,
Absolute lock for touchdowns, too. I told him, I'm
Yep.
like, Emeka Egbuka, what do you know? First drive,
he scores.
3 minutes into the game, he scores. Like, I want his jersey, dude. I love him. I love watching him play. I love the Bucks watching them play. It's just fun. It's fun to watch. Yeah. Same
Dog.
thing for me. Emeka Egbuka for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Defensive, I'm not going to lie, I don't really know anyone too well. So I'm going to say Max Hairston because he's played 3 games, has 2 picks, and he locked up Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy last week. But that's a little bit of a biased pick just because I don't know ball, apparently.
Yeah.
At least not at the moment. I just haven't looked at it. Came up with this idea on the spot to keep it rolling. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I'm missing someone that's been elite this year and I've just forgotten about, but yeah. I don't know. Comeback player of the year is Danny Dimes.
Easy.
JT's the MVP of that team, but they need a good quarterback to really have a dynamic offense, and Daniel Jones has been really good for them.
So good. Yeah, it's super easy. Daniel Jones. He went from being on the Giants, making the playoffs like one of his first years, had a pretty good year that year, and then just had a really rough time in New York and struggling to find his receivers. That obviously they had losing records most of those years. Ends up going to the Vikings.
Sat on the practice squad.
On the practice squad a little bit. Probably Kevin O'Connell was, whispering
Coaching
to
him up.
QB whisperer. He ends up signing with the Colts. And
QB1 battle with Anthony Richardson.
Having an unreal year, easy comeback
Shane
player of the year.
Steichen's been great for him. That's probably coach of the year. It's just been great for that team and that city. So, yeah, that's kind of all we got, I think,
I think that's it,
for
man.
this episode.
Well, that's episode 14. I know it wasn't probably the most exciting episode. We're going to try to get into some different content for y'all. I know we've been annoying you with football content. That's mainly what the channel is about. But Syracuse Orange basketball is starting up. We're going to be talking about that.
Wide.
I'm excited. We
Michigan
got Kai and
State's
Anthony.
hooping, too.
I'm really excited for Q's basketball this year. We're going to be talking about that a little bit of Michigan State. But leave a comment down below what you guys want to, any ideas for videos, what you want to hear. We'll cover it for you guys. We'll do some stories or something too.
For sure.
Do a story time episode. Change it up for y'all.
We'll have some guests on as well. We have a couple of our friends who have said they want to be on the pod, so we'll try and get those episodes figured out as well too.
Should hopefully happen in the next few weeks. We'll try to get them going, but yeah, I got some guests planned. But yeah, let us know what you guys want to see. Like, comment, subscribe, and once again, guys, share our channel out. We want to get out there for y'all, covering some sports, also our shenanigans. And
maybe some gym stuff too.
That's what we're here for. So I think that's all we got. Any last words?
Hopefully the Packers win this game somehow, because I don't like the Eagles. That's all I got.
And hopefully both our bets hit. I need a Romeo Dobbs touchdown.
Wide.
And with that, we're signing off. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.